Hello students, once again I'm in front of you with the second stanza of Aunt Jennifer's Tigers by Adrian Rich. First stanza we have completed along with the question answers. Today we'll read the second stanza. Let us come. Already it is written on the blackboard. Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, Adrian Rich. Aunt Jennifer's fingers flattening through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Now, once again, reminding you, I must say that this is a poem where the poet has focused upon such women, those who have been tortured by their husbands. They have been burdened with the married life. They are not happy. Some women, though they have some hobbies, their talents, after marriage, all these things they have lost. Such a women have been portrayed here by this feminist poet Adrian Cecil Rage. And Aunt Jennifer is representing all these type of women in the society. In the first stanza, we found that Aunt Jennifer is embroidering on a canvas. It may be a tablecloth or a wall hanging. It is a cloth, and she is embroidering. And what embroidery? Tigers. Her imagination is tigers. Tiger is symbolical here for courage, bravery, and chivalric activities. Aunt Jennifer's inner feelings has been come out here. That means the inner feeling is coming out through the canvas work or the embroidery. Here in second stanza what we find that the Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool. She was embroidering on the cloth, but it was too heavy to her to pull out on the cloth. The wool, here not the thread, she was embroidering with the wool, and wool is very light. And second line, find even the ivory needle hard to pull. Ivory needle. Ivory is the needle made of with the elephant tusk, and in past ages, earlier ages, this ivory tusk used for needle. Nowadays, steel is used, and this ivory needle is so light. Even then, Aunt Jennifer's fingers are fluttering. What do we mean by fluttering? Means shivering. Shivering means shaking. Why shaking? Perhaps Aunt Jennifer is fearful of her husband, because this is the poem when the poet is portraying Aunt Jennifer as a fearful lady burdened with the household work and the in-laws, husband's burden and all kind of responsibilities in the family. So here, out of this fear of her husband, Aunt Jennifer's hands, fingers are fluttering, shaking, shivering. Whole day she does the household work. After household work, she has got some pastime, leisure time, and then she wants to pursue her hobbies. That is embroidering. It is artistry work. Anyone wants to do this thing. But even then, Aunt Jennifer's fingers are fluttering. She was thinking if the husband would come to know, then she would be scolded by her husband. This is the reason, and that's why the fingers are fluttering through her wool. She is not able to pull out the needle thoroughly or easily, smoothly on the wool or the cloth. The massive weight of uncle's wedding band. Massive weight. Here, two things are so much noticeworthy. What is this? Massive weight and uncle's wedding band. Actually, during the wedding or marriage, husband gives some gift to the wife. It is ritual that a gift of either ring or the bangle is given to the woman. Here, uncle's wedding band refers to the ring here. Uncle's wedding band. Here, ring. that was given to Aunt Jennifer when she got married with uncle. But still, this wedding band is heavy for her. Why? As the ring is encircling the finger, the aunt here has been encircled, entrapped with all kinds of responsibilities, burden after marriage. That's why she has emphasized here, focused upon this heaviness, this burden, these orders, these responsibilities of the married life with massive weight. Ring is very light. It is not too much heavy. But even then, this word has been used here, massive weight of the uncle's wedding band, only to describe, emphasize upon uncle's overpower or uncle's, what to say that, demand. Always uncle is ruling over aunt, and through this ruling, aunt is not getting peace in her mind. Her mind is burdened, overcrowded with all kinds of responsibilities, fear, burden, and she is living a bonded life. That's why she thinks that this wedding band, in the name of wedding, marriage, she has just trapped inside all these responsibilities, and this is massive weight for her. It is hyperbole. The literary device here is hyperbole, massive weight. Massive is huge. So though it is not used with the metal, the ring or the bangle, but the thinking, the situation, the circumstances made her to think it massive weight. Sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Sits. What is sitting or who sits here? Persons are sitting, no? Person sits. Here, uncle's wedding band. This wedding band has been personified. Sits as if the wedding band has sits upon her body, mind. It has occupied all the space of her life. That's why it is personification. Personification. Massive weight. What is it? Full it hyperbole. Hyperbole. What is hyperbole? When something is emphasized to denote its activities, it is called the hyperbole here. Though it is not, actually it is not so much heavy, but it seems it has been described in such a way that it is so much heavy. Wedding band here is ring. It is actually wedding ring, wedding band, wedding ring or the bangle. What we think that after marriage a lady or a woman wants to get happiness, and it would be a precious gift for her, it as a gift to her as a prestige and future dreams, peaceful life. But here this wedding band has made Aunt Jennifer's life a burdened one. That's why this wedding band is described here as massive weight. Now move to the next. Sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. In her hand, this ring is there. Though the hand is free always, because through her hand she is working. She is also now working little work. But even then, as the ring is in her hand and it has entrapped, encircled, as if the ring or the bangle encircled the body, all these responsibilities have been encircled on Jennifer. Now once again move here. On Jennifer's fingers fluttering through. Fluttering here means shivering. Through her wool, find even the ivory needle. Ivory means the needle of elephantas. Hard to pull. Pull means pull out. Here stitching, sewing. The massive weight of uncle's band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Here also it is symbolical also. This needle is here. Look here. This full thing. Fingers fluttering. What is it? Imagery. device here has been used? Imagery. Why it is imagery? When we are reading this line, there is a picture. It comes in front of our mind's eye, and we can see that Aunt Jennifer is sewing or embroidering the tigers on the canvas. So it is called the imagery. Then find even the eye little hard to pull, as if she was just stitching it so difficultly. So as a whole, what we see here, that Aunt Jennifer, she is embroidering on the canvas. Though her fingers are shivering, she still is with very difficulty she is going on with it. She wants to create her own imagination. She creates her feeling through these tigers in the forest, freely prancing and moving and jumping. They are fearless. So Aunt Jennifer somehow wants to become fearless. She wants to lead a life of tigers. Like tigers means here, it is symbolical. I told you in the first stanza that just like the tigers, and Jennifer wants to lead her life or live her life freely and freely, happily, peacefully, fearlessly, but she is not. So the situation is different. And Jennifer, the creator, she is creating the tigers. The tigers are different from her own life. In second stanza, we find how fearful she is of her husband, and that's why she could not pull out the needle on the cloth properly, smoothly, and she feels so much burdened with the ring, engagement ring or the wedding ring, and she is now fed up with her married life. Next, this wedding band, as if it has a person's here, somehow uncle himself is denoted or referred with this band. Though the band, the ring or the bangle has been gifted to Aunt Jennifer during her marriage, but still it is known as uncle's wedding band. So how bonded life the women are leading, just think about it. And being a feminist poet, a dream rich, she is emphasizing upon it. Nowadays, what the women want? The women want freedom. They want to do their jobs. If I ask question to you, how many of you are going to do job after your marriage? I think 100% students you will give me answer, ma'am, I want to do the job, because every girl now wants to become free, independent in their life, even after marriage. And this should be the spirit of the woman. Next, sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand, and Aunt Jennifer's hand, even she has done all the household work, and now she is old. Long time past, married life. Even then, she has not got freedom from her husband. She has not got respect from her husband. And this is a crisis of the woman. And the coming ages, women will do their best, and definitely they will do it. And after that, let me do the third stanza. It is small one. By the time you write down this one, the imagery, fingers flattering, imagery, literary device, then hyperbole, massive weight, seats, personification. Write down it. I hope you have completed writing. Now let me move to the third stanza, last stanza of Aunt Jennifer's Tiger. Third stanza reads like this. When Aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with audience she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid. What does this mean? The last stanza gives us a whole picture how a woman tortured by her husband whole life, throughout her life, burdened with responsibilities after marriage and after death, how she has been treated and what is her mortal life's achievement. Different, very different. Think it, feel it. If you feel it, you can know how a woman thinks and tortured. and how a woman's talent, a girl's talent is destroyed. Look here. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie. In the second stanza, what we find that aunt's fingers are fluttering, shaking, shivering out of fear of the husband. She cannot pull out the needle properly on the cloth, though she is embroidering. Her heart wants to do something better, but in one mind she is afraid of her husband. Might she become and might she scold her? And this was the fear. Out of this fear, the work also might have not been fully beautiful, though it is beautiful, lively, but even it could be more and far better. Aunt is dead. As we are human being, so death is inevitable to all. And we know that after death, people are being praised of her talents. Here, Aunt Jennifer's talent is being, or talent will be praised after her death, as or according to the poet. What she says that when Aunt Jennifer will die, still these tigers, what has been created by Aunt Jennifer, will still alive on this canvas, because these tigers are not live, they are not living, they simply they are embroidered, so they will be living. But Aunt Jennifer, as she is a human being, she will die definitely. But when she will die, even after her death, this burden, these responsibilities will not leave her. Why? Because the ring, the wedding band of uncle still will be in her hand or the finger. So somehow after death also, the poet thinks that Aunt Jennifer, and like Aunt Jennifer, the women, those who are burdened with this married life, and they will not get rid of these burden responsibilities. Even after her death, might she would once again be afraid of the husband. As still ringed with ordeal she was mastered by. What is ringed here? It is encircled, entrapped. Still, what she has been entrapped, ring, the ring or the bangle is a ring, circle one, and if we just put it on our finger, then it also ring encircled. So Aunt Jennifer's life is fully encircled with, means trapped with the married life's responsibilities and burdens. From anywhere she is not getting a moment or a free empty or vacant place to come out from this order, come out from the responsibilities. So it has been beautifully described with this ringed, this word ring. What is ringed? That is Aunt Jennifer is entrapped with the responsibilities. And ordeals means the hardships. Hardships. Ringed here means entrapped or encircled. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, will go on this. That means it will be always go on. This is immortal creation. The tigers here have become immortal by Aunt. So somewhere we know that, we come to know that through this tiger's creation, Aunt Jennifer has created or described her talents, artistry, and it is immortal. Art is always immortal. If the artist dies, the artist, the work, it will go on. It's like a poetry. Adrian Dace has died at the age of 82 in 2012. Even after we are studying it, reading it, we are describing it, we are thinking it, we are feeling it, and what the way she has shown, we are following it. That means through this artistic work, through this art, the people are, the creator are living. So here also Aunt Jennifer will live forever through her creation, that is the tigers. And these tigers will go on prancing. Aunt Jennifer will die. Aunt Jennifer will not come again to look at what the tigers are doing, but she is sure about it that always the tigers will be prancing. And how they will prancing? With proud. And the first stanza we have got the word sleek, chivalric, certainty. So in a majestic way, the tigers are jumping, prancing means always the tigers will be free and they are fearless. What Aunt wanted to lead a life, this life is led by tigers, and these tigers are the symbolical representation of Aunt Jennifer's inner feeling here. So the tigers are always proud and they are unafraid and they are always prancing fearlessly, jumping fearlessly in the jungle, because tigers always want to move freely, as every woman wants to come out from the bonded life. Even after the marriage, the woman wants to do something what she gets pleasure. This artistry work gives us pleasure. In our leisure time, a woman can do anything. This gives her pleasure. But if they are divided off, restricted off with these uh, leisure time or hobbies, then how the life becomes a hell. And here Aunt Jennifer also is describing this poor uh, life of the woman. And that's why the poet says, even after Aunt's death, the hands will be terrified, because in the hand the uncle's wedding ring will be there, and this ring has encircled all these responsibilities, and she could not come out to the hardships. And tigers, on the other hand, will be always prancing, proud and unafraid. This represents Aunt Jennifer's immortal creation and thinking, the artistry work. This is the poem. Here, ringed with audience she was mastered by, the tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud. Prancing and proud, this is alliteration. This is alliteration. P and P. P sound is repeatedly used. Alliteration. Prancing, proud. Then still ringed with audience she was mastered by. Here, somehow this ringed, this is symbolical. It's a symbolism here, because it represents the bonded lives, responsibilities, burdens. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie. Terrified hands also somewhere, it is terrified hands. Hands, how they can terrified? So personified here once again. This Aunt Jennifer here. Their terrified hands, whose hands is here? Aunt Jennifer's. So personification is there. And one more thing I must say here, the rhyme scheme of the poem whole, three stanzas we have got the rhyme scheme of A, B, B. So always the full rhyme scheme of the poem is A, B, B. This is the rhyme scheme of the poem. I hope you have got it, and in next video I am going to tell you the question answers and some more other unknown facts regarding this poem. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.